This is Sad.boy.radio.
No thanks. I don't need no help from none of you broke niggas. No thanks. Cause you a fake ass friend, but
everybody,
honestly,
welcome back
I
to
should've
Sad
been-
Boy Radio. This is the 10th episode, so we had to switch it up a little bit. We got two special guests today. Today is my boy Kosta. He was in a couple episodes ago. And we got my boy Checka Fred again. Checka, let them know what you've been up to, bro.
Man, I've been up to a lot, man. I just recently took a little trip with my guys to Tampa. That was fun. Then I got a Nashville trip, you feel me? By the time this episode drops, we're going to have more information about that. So, just been working on some things personal, trying to get out there more, starting to open back up in the world. So I'm trying to get my face out there a little more, safely, of course. But, just get my name out there a lot and just been working on some new music, of course. So, yeah, just been working.
For sure. What about you, Kosta? You got anything new going on?
Not much, really. I've been following this plant-based diet. I know that's really trending right now.
Fucking vegans. Nah. I mean, honestly, whatever helps you guys out the most, whatever is positively building you, that's what matters in life, right?
Yes, sir.
But, speaking of which, today we're talking about negativity and how it really does impact you, right? So many times you'll be having something positive going on in your life. You'll have something that you're really passionate about, and people just come in and they knock it down, right? Somebody's always got something bad to say about you. Somebody's always got something bad to say about what you're doing. I'm pretty sure you can relate, Checka, the most, because really you're dropping music.
Mm-hmm.
You got music videos dropping. So just talk about it a little bit. What's been going on with you, bro?
Man, look, it's funny you even talk about that because just recently on one of my on one of the music videos I recently dropped, I know you saw it and the team saw it. Just somebody just talking shit. This whole nigga Fred, we gonna jump you. It's like.
They said they gonna stomp you out, bro. Stomp them in the nuts, bro.
Man, look, you feel me? We were just talking shit. But, it's there. That's just life, It's going to be negative people in the world. That's the whole yin-yang effect, you feel me? It's good in the world. Got to be equal that with bad. So, at the end of the day, you got to deal with it. It is what it is. I don't take too much into it. But it's definitely been some times where, even just making music when I was coming up, of course, I had people say, yo, shit whack. You not good. Stop rapping. And, I could have easily just been like, fuck this and just let it go. But at the end of the day, I just use that as motivation to get better.
Bro, thinking about that, especially when you start making music, J. Cole just talked about it in the song, bro. He said that I wish sometimes I wasn't my biggest critic, that I was my biggest fan, like I was when he first started. Yeah. It's so funny to think about because for real, when you first start, you're literally your biggest fan. You're the one promoting all the stuff.
Yeah.
J. Cole was out, in the streets when he first started throwing his CD mixtape to Jay-Z, and Jay-Z just kind of tossed it aside. That's how he eventually got signed to,
of course,
Rock Nation. Rock Nation. It's funny to think about, for real, as you grow, as your craft grows, especially as artists, artists always become so critical about their, what they're making. That was you, right, bro? Yeah, you just started, kind of not liking what you were making when it came to beats.
Yeah, I don't know, as soon as I start making a beat, you think it's catchy, then you listen to it a few times, and, you listen, the more you listen back to it, the more little errors you hear, and, sometimes it would lead me to believe, I just don't have a good mix, this is, it's just not a good mix, it's not a good master, it's not good to post.
What about you, Fred?
Oh, yeah, I'm in that stage right now. I'm working on a whole new project, so I'm looking at certain songs. I'm like, nah, I don't like this, or this ain't good. So it's I think that's just how, as an artist or creative, you get like that. You want to put your best foot forward, especially in my position. I just dropped the album, so I got to be better than my last project. I got to elevate from that. I'm going to be talking about different things. I've been through different things in my life now, so I got more topics to talk about. So obviously, as I grow, the material is going to get better. So of course, there's times where I'm like, yeah, I did that already, or I said that already. So let me try to spice it up, do something different. Do something people never heard of. Something that's fresh. Because it's a lot of different genres that do the same shit. And it's like, all right, we heard this already. So it's always something that you can do better.
J. Cole talks about that too, bro.
Yep.
He literally said how you know, sometimes you got to take a step away from the music, live your life, live new experiences, and let the music come to you.
Exactly.
Just like Bryson Tiller, you know, Bryson Tiller takes his time away. Adele, Ed Sheeran,
Kendrick.
All these people take their time to perfect their craft. Bruno Mars, he steps away, and it builds a want for the artist to come back.
Yeah.
Not only for themselves, but for fans. Fans start to miss the music, and they're like, man, where's he been at? But you got to remain in the spotlight no matter what they're saying about you, right? No matter if they're saying something negative, if they're saying something positive, because in reality, any publicity is good publicity. Because you're staying in that person's mind. You're living rent-free in there, bro. It's just, like, astonishing to think how people even have the energy or time to just continue to hate on somebody, continue to bash somebody when... Really, what is there to say? Like, okay, you don't like me. You don't like the things that I talk about. You don't like the things that I, do. Say. It's kind of like, why listen then? You know. But hey, at the end of the day, it's good for me. It's good for you, right?
Exactly. It was I don't know if you guys saw Straight Outta Compton, right?
Yeah.
Remember that scene when I forgot what happened, but they was rolling over all their CDs and stomping on their shit. And then he was like, they can do whatever they want. They bought them motherfuckers. That's literally how I feel when people looking like, look, you can comment like they comment, oh, this is terrible, or this is. I'm like, well, you clicked on this, so I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, thanks for the feedback, but shit, that's another view and that's another possible dollar that I just made off of you. So I mean, shit, that's another stream I just got. So
yes,
oh
sir.
well.
Absolutely.
Going back to, you know, the first episode with Vic on it, where we're talking about fame and how it impacts you in multiple ways, but how people handle it when people are just continuously bashing you. You know, he said, somebody's going to dislike this video just to dislike it. Bro, that's the only dislike I got on that fucking video. Like, I got one dislike throughout the 10 that we got so far, right? So
I got plenty of dislikes on my videos, but I don't even feel bad about it.
Nah, I'm not tripping about it, but it's funny because, like you said, bro, at the end of the day, they can do whatever they want.
Right.
They still watched it, they still listened to it, and
you feel me?
You know, if you like what I say, you like what I say. If you don't like what I say, then go ahead, contact me, bro. Let me know what's up. You can hop on the show too, like
really,
you know, have a discussion with me, have a conversation, because at the end of the day, you know, this show isn't made for people to just hop on and agree with me. This show is for people to tell their truth.
Conversation.
Yeah. You know, these are conversations that you're going to have with your people every single day. You know, just for me, so happens to be a lot of the things I think about is music related and tying in these lyrics.
It's a life, everyday life.
Yeah, bro. And, you know, these past 10 episodes have all been things that I think about on the daily. Just like I said in the drugs are talking and no one is listening. Like, nobody is fucking listening. You know, and sometimes people get lost in the drugs, and that's just the feeling of, you know, being down. That's the coping mechanism for some people of dealing with the negativity, right? It's just, I always think, like, yeah, people are always going to have something to say. And Drake, you know, especially when you get into certain groups of people, right? He says in the song with Jay-Z on his...
Okay.
No, the first album.
Oh, I think it's like
Lighting Up or something. You know, Drake talks about it when he gets introduced to Hollywood, right? When he gets introduced to these group of people, he says, yeah, that's what life becomes when you're doing you. Welcome to Hollywood. Don't let this town ruin you. And if you pillow talking with the women that are screwing you, just know she gonna tell. Like, you know, so people are gonna...
It's Hollywood.
Yeah. And someone's always gonna have something to say. It's just... It's something that you relate to. It's something that you've been talking to me a lot about lately.
Yeah, for sure. One question that definitely I gotta ask you, you know, if it's a random person leaving that dislike, bad comment, you know, it doesn't matter. What about it? What if it's your own, like, the people closest to you? You know, your biggest supporters. What if it's even your own family who are saying, you know, I don't agree with this. You should do this. You should do something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that little experience too. My own family.
I feel like that's like way more impactful than a random ass person.
Yeah, it definitely is.
It's definitely something I always think about because, especially lately, I've been seeing my family a lot more. I just feel like not attention, but they always got something to say. They always got something that they're thinking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially with what I'm doing with my life. And
Yeah.
it doesn't really make sense. You know, maybe it doesn't make sense to me because I don't do anything bad. It's not like I'm out here, you know, I go to school, I got a job, and I do what I do on the side. It's not like I'm out here, you know, selling drugs. I'm not doing anything wild out here. I'm just doing me. But somebody's always got something to say and say, oh, you know, what about different career options? Or, oh, what about you do this? Or why do you think like that? It's like, bro, it's not like I'm a bad dude. It's not like I'm out here doing something crazy. Like, I just like music. I just like media entertainment.
Exactly.
Why can't I pursue something if I'm doing all the right things? I've done all the right things since I was in elementary school. You can fucking attest to it. Like, I've had good grades. I've done every single thing. So let me do me, bro. Like, you know.
Yes, sir. Like I said, I've been through this with my own music. My parents, you know, I grew up a pastor's kid, you know, so just that alone. And then wanted to be a rapper too. That's totally going against the grain. So it's just like, you know, and it's like same thing. I don't talk about drugs, killing. You feel me? I like to have fun, obviously. You know, go out, see women. You know, just do my thing. At the same time, I got songs that talk about life, mental health, a little, you know, Sad.boy.radio. You feel me? Little topics like that. So I got my own, and I just say what I want to say and feel how I want to feel. And even though, you know, I got explicit lyrics and all that kind of stuff, it's just like, why I got to be in this box or just something that you would want me to be. It's like, I'm a whole different person. I don't want to be like you. I want to do something. This is a whole big world. There's so many opportunities you can go. And I just like media, entertainment, and music at the same time. So it's like, you feel me? I want to do what I want to do. And why is it bad that I want to do that? I never got that either.
There's literally always a stigma behind it. And
exactly.
Why? For what reason? You know, I understand the hesitation, right? But it's my life, bro.
Right.
At the end of the day, how does me pursuing music impact you? How does anything I do impact you, right? If I go get a 9-to-5 job and I hate my fucking life, like,
then
what the fuck? Like, are you gonna do something for me? Does it make you unhappy? Like, no, bro. And you know, my sister, she's like 13 years old, and she talks about wanting to be an actress and a director, and I'm like, you know, why am I gonna shut her down? Why am I gonna tell her, yo, like, you sure?
You can't do that.
Like just because people told me that, like, I'm not gonna tell her. I tell her, yeah, bro, go ahead, do what you want to do, because, you know, it's something that people didn't give to me. It's you know, when I was younger, man, the one thing I thought I could have been really fucking good at is like singing, right? Mm-hmm. And nobody gave me lessons. Nobody, you know, tried to put me in the right positions to succeed at that. Mm-hmm. So now that I see my sister, you know, she likes music, she likes singing, she likes, you know, all these old records and stuff. I'm like, you know what, bro? Like, you do you. Like, at the end of the day, you're the only person that's going to make you happy. So,
if you want something, you're the only one that's going to get it.
Exactly. And why shut her down? You know, I think that, in a sense, she kind of looks up to these because she's basically my biggest fan. She watches all my videos. She likes all my posts. Right. And she doesn't have to do that. Like, she's 13 years old. Like, really, at the end of the day, why does she need to care, right?
Exactly.
But the fact that she supports me and, she, you know, she asked me, oh, you're going to go to the studio today? Like, you know, all this little stuff, you know, it gives me extra motivation to say, all right, let me keep doing it. Because at the end of the day, you know, it kind of gives her inspiration. It gives her something to look up to and say, you know, he's doing that, so I can do it. And that's a dope feeling.
That is a dope feeling, bro. For sure. I feel that.
What about for you, bro? How does family negativity bring you down?
I gotta say, it definitely does impact me. You know, for sure. If my parents, my mom, he tells me she doesn't agree with something that I'm doing, of course, you know, I'm always gonna think twice about it. But like you said, you know, if you're not doing anything wrong and it's just personally bothering them, I'm just gonna keep doing it. Right. I'm just gonna keep on doing it. You know. Yeah. It can definitely be annoying. You know, sometimes like you'll hear it over and over and over again. It can definitely be annoying, but you gotta use that as motivation. You know.
Yeah. And obviously that stuff's going to impact you because
It's your parents.
Yeah,
It's family. It's close.
Yeah, and even when you're growing up, you know, the way you're raised, the things you're taught, like if somebody keeps doubting you when you're younger, then when you're older, you're going to be like, oh, I have self-doubt. You know what I was
and
just...
what you going to do?
I was just watching Mr. Peabody and Sherman.
Oh, my gosh.
And the reason I mention it is because this dude, the kid, Sherman, he's flying the plane, like, back in when Leonardo da Vinci was around, right? So it was, like, the little wooden plane. And he's doing fine. He's doing everything. And then the dog, his dad, Mr. Peabody, tells him, Sherman, you're flying? You don't know how to fly? He's like, I don't. And then crashes. It's like, you know, when somebody's telling you, oh, you don't know how to do something, then, yeah, it's going to make you think, damn, I can't do it. But when you're doing it and, you know, nobody's saying anything to you, somebody's telling you, oh, yeah, you're good. You're doing good. Like, you're going to fucking succeed, you know?
Exactly. It's all about the support at the end of the day. If you don't got that, it's hard to, like, you can obviously still do it, but it's harder to get past that, especially when it's somebody close, you know. You ain't got that full support all the way.
Especially, like, your closest homies, right? Your closest homies should always support what you're doing. They should always support any endeavor you take on.
Yep.
You know?
And if they don't, they're not your real homie.
I can definitely say I've been guilty in the past of, like, being an asshole and be like, you sure? Because I was always taught, like, to be safe. I was always taught, like...
There's nothing wrong with that, you know.
You know, go to school, do this, do that. So when somebody else, like my close homie, would take a different route, I'd be like, are you sure? Like, what are you going to do? Like, I try to support them as much as I can now because now I understand, right? As you grow and you get older, you understand the different paths in life you can take. You understand...
why people do certain things.
Yeah. And... just making sure that you're spreading positivity, just like we talked about with Aragon, man.
Yep.
The 3 L's in life: love, laugh, and what was
learn,
it?
Wasn't it?
Learn.
I believe.
Yeah. No, learn. It was learn. Learn from your mistakes. Love as much as you can, and live life. And you know, at the end of the day, that's really what's true. Spread love, bro. Spread the positivity because, you know, a smile to somebody else might make their day.
You never know what somebody's going through, you know.
I was just talking to this one guy yesterday at work where he was just telling me, like, his health situation with his wife. And, you know, I think about stuff like that, you know. I work in customer service, so when I'm helping out a customer, it's like, man, I don't want to do this sometimes. And then, you know, you start talking to the customer, you get to know them, and it's like, damn, like...
Right, you talk a little, you feel me, talk about their life.
Yeah, man. Especially when you're an asshole, it makes you feel bad. Going back to the negativity, bro. Go ahead, man. Speak on it a little bit more. You're a little quiet in that corner.
I don't know, dude. It's just kind of inevitable, man. Like, no matter what route, no matter what you do in life, you know, you could have the most perfect education, the most perfect career. Someone will still say something, you know. I mean... it's just inevitable. And
have you guys ever just run into somebody that's, like, too prideful to admit their mistakes?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. It's just, like, a rough thing to deal with because at the end of the day, you know, why? What do you got to be so prideful about? You know, if you're wrong, you're wrong. Just admit it and say, hey, my bad. But that's the other thing. People don't know how to let go of shit. You know, you can say, damn, my bad, sorry, and they'll be like, man, nah, fuck you, like...
Exactly. It would be everything but saying it's alright or whatever. It's just a whole shit now. Shitstorm.
Like, why are you holding on to it, bro?
What J. Cole say, pride is the devil.
Yeah. And a lyric, I literally got it written down. How he talks about family too prideful for apologies.
Yep.
And how when somebody say they proud of me, it makes me feel, it makes me feel some type of way. I don't know, man. Whenever somebody tells me they're proud of me, and I don't think I have that issue. Maybe, I don't know, but it's like when somebody tells me they're proud of me, it's like, damn, that was just something I was supposed to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I never feel proud of an accomplishment I achieve because I just feel like, okay, it was something I was supposed to achieve. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, definitely. But I definitely understand that line when he says it, though, because it can, especially when we can kind of feel a little, like, not really real. You feel me? And then somebody, or if it's just somebody not even family, it can just be somebody you don't even know for real, and they'll say, like, oh, yeah, good job, bro. You know, you ain't never talked to this dude in your life, for real. You feel me? So, I done had that encounter a couple times too. So, you know, like I said, you just gotta understand and cut out the fake, you know, with the real, and then that just comes with experience. At the end of the day, too, you know, some people are gonna show their true colors. At the end of the day, you just gotta cut that motherfucker off real quick. You feel me?
You got fake people showing fake love to you, bro?
I mean, I have, but you know they ain't here right now, so we ain't even gonna talk about that shit. You feel me?
Everybody.
Scissors.
Yeah.
Everybody has.
I don't know,
Cut
bro.
them shits
Hey,
off.
you gotta keep your circle small.
Very.
I feel like my circle's getting too big.
Shit. You feel me?
I mean, you gotta keep it small, bro, because you know, less people to, you know, look out for. Yeah, you know, my cousin wrote a song and he talks about it. He talks about how he keeps people close to him because he thinks they're gonna spite him, and that the people that do love him,
Keeps away.
yeah, no, he keeps them close to him, but they might say that they love him to spite him.
Oh yeah.
So he's like worried, you know. It's kind of like keep your enemies your friends close
close
and your
and
enemies
enemies
closer. And I talked about that with somebody the other day, but it's like,
Yeah.
why the fuck would you keep your enemies closer? Like, just cut them off, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like I'm at a point where negativity is just too much. Like, why waste my energy on it? You know,
Right.
I already wake up like the anxiety. I already wake up with different types of mental challenges. That why am I gonna add an extra layer of stress? You know, who am I trying to please?
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
For real.
And I know you can relate, Checka, with the mental health stuff.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
you've definitely talked about a lot about
Yeah.
cutting people off. So, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. You already know I've had my fair share of letting go of certain people and groups of people. You know, same old story. Just sometimes, you know, I got my own little thing going on. Somebody try to take it over, or somebody try to step in a place where they you know that's not even step over toes. Basically, you feel me? Like you trying to do more than what you already know what you can do. And it's like, bro, and like you already said, showing the fake love. You feel me? Just saying they proud of me, or just like saying I like this, like that, whatever. But at the same time, they just taking everything from me. You know, all that that shit get draining too. You know, it's like you've been giving, motherfuckers just take, and it's like, not that you I don't expect nothing from nobody, but at the same time, it's like, damn, gratitude or something. You feel me? You don't show the same love that I would show. It's like, and it just makes me upset because it's like the shit that people do to me, I wouldn't do to them. So it's like, that's what makes me more upset about certain things too. You know, because you already know in the back of your head, you wouldn't do that to that person.
Yeah. And then the type of stuff that you would do for them, they don't do for you. And you know, Ed Sheeran mentions it in the song Save Myself, where he says, I gave all my oxygen to people so that they could breathe. And that I drove miles and miles, but would you do the same for me? Mm-hmm. And basically in the song, he talks about how he needs to save himself before he can help anybody else.
Yeah, that's so facts. That's like, hella facts.
I don't know, man. I guess I feel that there's so many mental challenges that you're going to go through in life.
Of course.
Although it's become more normalized for it to be talked about, it's still like, why is somebody not doing what they're supposed to just because they're going through this?
Mm.
You know, it's been the norm for people to carry on about their life. It's been the norm for people to just fight through all their issues instead of taking the time to rest and taking the time to fix their mental before anything.
Yeah.
Especially when you're burned out, that's a super dangerous path to go down.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm not trying to get burned out by nobody no more. I've been through that shit before. You know, you gotta protect your energy and your peace from certain people and certain other energies, you know?
Yeah.
Protect yourself, like you said. Save yourself.
Going back to what you were talking about pride, though, I feel like, you know, I know quite a few people who, you know, if they had some kind of mental health issues going on, like, they would not get help.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Like, I know people who, like, they don't believe in going to, you know, see a therapist or just because of how you know, I don't want to say, you know, is it looked down upon to have a mental health issue?
I would definitely say, like, there's a stigma behind it. Although, you know, like I said, it's become more of the norm as of late. It's definitely still stigmatized to have something wrong with you. You know, say a lot of people will be, you know, self-diagnosed for a mental health issue, right? But it's also like, you know, a lot of people when they hear, oh, you're depressed, oh, you got
It's all in your head.
Yeah. Like they never really listen to you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And when you're not surrounded with the right support, just like we were talking about, how do you even how do you go about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who do you talk to? Who do you say I'm not feeling good to?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I just think that it all really does tie into all the topics that we've talked about throughout these past 10 weeks. And maybe I got a little too much negativity going on in my life. But hey, it's Sad Boy Radio for a reason.
Negativity, you just got to get that out your life, man. You got to do better for yourself at the end of the day.
Facts.
Straight up, yeah. You just got to, like, me right now, I feel like any little comment I hear, I immediately brush that off to the side. I'm like, yeah, half the time it comes from somebody who doesn't even know, like, what they're talking about.
Or that makes a difference in my life. Like, what the fuck you gonna do? Like,
Exactly.
Come on now.
I just hope that at the end of the day, what people take away from this episode, it's a SBR Unplugged, bro. No outline, nothing. It's just our straight up thoughts that spread positivity. Don't be negative. Don't be the guy to hate on somebody just because you're not in their position. Don't be the guy to hate on somebody or be the relative to say, man, you're really thinking about doing that. Like, what's your plan afterwards? Maybe there's no plan. Life didn't come with a manual. Life didn't come with a booklet and say, hey, these are the plans. Pick one and run with it for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, people change their careers so many times, bro.
Oh my gosh, it's just like.
Yeah, bro. There just really is no plan. I just really want people to understand that, hey, life's a trip.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta live it. Like Aragon said, man, live, learn, love. That's all you gotta do.
Yep.
And that might not be the purpose of life. It may be the purpose of life, but I think that it is a good motto to live by.
And laugh.
Laugh?
And laugh.
Was it 4 L's?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was 3 L's.
No, I'm pretty sure.
All right, well.
Learn, laugh, love?
Yeah.
Learn, laugh, love.
Yeah.
Learn, love,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Aragon.
It's a lot of L's.
We love you over here. But yeah, man. Just continue to spread positivity. And thank you guys. I really appreciate you two for hopping on and always being open to talk about real issues because, hey, I need somebody to bounce off of.
I feel it. You get that energy, that good energy, not the negative one.
SBR episode 10. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for watching. Go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.
This is Sad Boy Radio.
Kosta Beats.